Hello everybody. In this video we are going to start processing input and output. So let's get started. As you can see, I'm already in my Wake2 folder and I already have my zero code that we did in the last video. So let's actually get started and let's do something really simple. Let's create my application.py. Remember, py is because Python name that I need to have it. Python extension, sorry. So far we know how to do a comment, and we know how to actually print something to the output. If we do that, it actually works. So we need to, but now we need to learn how to actually ask for something, and we know how to do text equal this text, and we can actually print text. So we know how to do assignment, but now we need to start doing an input. And how we do that? In Python is really simple. In fact, to just use the input keyword, and that's it. It's really simple. Something that I like to do, inside the input we can actually ask for the question. So we can something, what is your name? And we execute that. We see that it stays there until we do something about it. Type it and we'll hit enter. We move it around. That's pretty cool, but we are not saving it. So how we save the input there? Pretty simple. We just assign a variable, and we can actually do print hi name. Perfect. So with the input character, we just get an input for the application. That's it. Something really simple. And then what we do is we assign that input to a variable, and then we can use that variable wherever we actually need it. So this is how the workflow works. We have a variable and assign the input. Really simple. Let's do something different. Let's do number 1 equal to 10, number 2 equal to 20, and we can actually print number 1 plus number 2. If we do that, we have 0 there because it's doing this math. Let me comment this out. The way that I did it, you primo selecting, and I did command / is to comment uncomment, but you can actually just put the pound at the beginning and do the same trick. So we can actually just print in 30 there because we have it like that. But what about if we do something like this? Give me that number. Let's be a little bit Arnold here. Let's do 5. We have an error. Why is happening here? Whenever we call an input, always came back as a string. That's really important. So we have a type error. We need to learn how to read the errors to support the operands for integer and string. So it's really important. So we need to convert this number, whatever input, to an integer. How we do that? We just cast it. Something as simple like this. So we give it 5 again. Now it's working. So with input, we just get a value from the user to the console. We need to assign it, but whenever it is a number, we need to cast it. We need to remember that. Input, number, and cast it. And we are casting as an integer right now. We are working with integers. Later we will work with other type of numbers, but for now, let's leave it like that. So I hope that is not getting confused. Input is just to get something. Whatever we have inside the parentheses is pretty much the question or whatever we need to send to get that input. We need, because here we are given a number, we are parsing it. So we say, okay, get that number and convert it to a specific number. For that letter that looks like a number and convert it to a real number. And now this is assigned to here. And this works. What about if we send a letter? A letter cannot be converted to integer. In the same case, we cannot make an integer representation of a letter. Later in the semester, we're going to do some error handling. I'm going to fix that kind of issue, some validations. But for now, let's keep it like that. Let's keep things simple. And I want to show you how to actually do an input and what I'm showing to that. Because what I actually want to do, get my area of square pseudocode. And let's do area square.py. And what I'm going to drag it a little bit to the right. You will see what happened there. And something really cool about Visual Studio Code that I can have two files open. So I did it just because I wanted to have my pseudocode to the left and my actual code to the right. Pretty neat, right? So let's actually convert the pseudocode in application. So let's actually do the greeting. Display greeting. Print hello. I will calculate the area of any square. Cool. We have the first part done. Second, set site asking for the site. So we just do simple site equal, and we need to ask it. Input, please provide the size of a square. And remember, we are going to cast it as integer. So we very much have this section done. Cool. Then we need to set the area. How we do that? Actually, we just copy this and paste it. That's the video of Python. It's really simple. So we define a new variable area that will take the site that we just declared here and multiply it by 4. And we're going to get deep in arithmetic multiplication later. But let's keep things a little bit simple right now. And for now, we just need to display the area. We do a simple print. Oh my god, here we go. The area of a square of site is area. This is what I did here. Just terminating the string, put a comma with the variable, another comma to continue the string, another comma with another variable. Let's actually execute that. And let's area of a square py. We execute that. So we have a square of 5 is 20. We have one for size 2 is 8. So 10 is 40. Our application is working. We were able to get this zero code and convert it in an output as a program. Really simple. Let me close this too. I close it with Command W in my Mac computer. You can actually close it with a little close button they have. Let me open my $1 cinema. I don't know why it's called $1 because the tickets actually cost $10, but let's do it like that. And let's create with my code command. Actually, you can create a new file here too with this button, but I like the terminal, so I will create with the same name, just py. I want to save it in order to be created, and I will drag it to the right. There you go, in order to have it open. So the first one is going to be like this. What I'm going to do is just ticket price equal 10. That's simple. Then we greet the customer, print. Welcome to the $1 cinema that doesn't cost $1. Remember, because I'm using this one, I need to have my backslash here. Sorry for that. Ooh, and I have some kind of issues. There you go. Perfect. Let me actually do this a little to the left. There you go. So we're able to see the whole line. So we greet the customers. So we say use ticket equal, we need to parse it, the input, and we ask how many tickets do you want? Then we do set total equal tickets multiplied by ticket price. We can actually just copy and paste this. That means that total is going to be equal to the tickets that we just parsed with this input, but the ticket price that we declared at the beginning is equal to 10. Then we need to ask for the total. And here we have an issue with the we can say something like set client pay, and let me call this equal to this. So let's actually put client, and let's actually put all this here, and let's do client pay. I like this number. It's going to be equal, remember we need to parse it, the input, and we're going to set is going to be, and we send the total. And let's actually send like this one. And I need to type input that's supposed to be int put. There you go. Input. Oh my god, I don't know how to type. Sorry for that. We set the change. Oh, we need to set the change. It's going to be, because we call it client pay, it should be client pay. And give change and ticket. In this case, we will give ticket, right? So we just actually can print And let me just copy this here. And I'm being really specific, line by line, with the zero code in my program, just to define what I'm doing in one of those. And this particular case are really simple, but just to see how that actually works. And we can print your chain is going to be change. Here are your tickets. Something like that. And let's actually test it. That is working. Welcome to $1 cinema. That doesn't cost $1. Yeah, that's properly. And let me close this here because it's not giving it. So let me save it again. And we can actually get out from here with Control C, like interrupting the program. And we can execute again. Perfect. How many tickets do you want? I want 3 tickets. Ooh. Okay, didn't like this section. We can actually, and that was my bad, sorry for this. We can actually print a variable inside the input section. So we can actually skip this and just put it like a print before, and that should work. So I want 3. It's going to be 0. I will pay with 50. Your chain is going to be 20. Here are your tickets. And this is not really declarative. So let me put here, comma, please pay. Let's be a little bit rude, sorry for that, just to get it. Please pay me. Oh, how much are you going to pay? And that's something silly, rude question, but just to make the point clear. And there's something else. Actually, let me execute it. Already have it open. Python, here you go. So you want 2 tickets. This is how this actually jump a line. I don't want to jump a line. How we can fix that? Let me pay with 33, and my chain is going to be 13. It's doing what it's supposed to, but I didn't like that. As you remember in the book, we know when we are printing, we can actually put comma and equal, I believe, space. So we can actually, instead of jumping a line, what I want to do is and I have another type. I will pay 60 and my chain is going to be 10. But now you see that instead of jumping the line, it's actually, after printing, it's staying there. Because we specified at the end, it's going to be a space instead of a new character. By default, print, what it does is a new character. And that's it. It's really straightforward. Try not to do as complicated as much. So I hope that you actually understand it. Any issue, any question, don't hesitate to reach me. Happy coding, everybody. Have a good day.